Hello everyone, it's Nicole Martel. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing a happy anniversary card I created for my husband. We just celebrated 22 years and I thought the Guiding Light stamp set with the dies and the stencils would go great with the theme. It's for my husband and we love the water, and so I think this is perfect. And so to begin, I'm going to use the stencil. And I'm also using 49 Market and Ranger ink to color through the stencils. I love the inks that they just came out with, and so this is my first time actually really playing with them on a stencil, like layered stencils, and I really like how it looks. And so I'm just going one by one, and I'm being careful to keep the stencils lined up the way they should be. And I also will be linking I will be sharing all the products I use at the very end of the video, so that if you wanted to see what I use, what ink, that'll be at the end. Okay, and then I'm just going through and adding the inks through the stencils, and I'm also using the back of the packaging to kind of keep me on point, so that I know which images are coming through and what colors I want to use, because this is the third time I made this card, because the first couple of times I didn't have the right colors that I wanted, so I kind of experimented with this, but I really like these colors together and it's super pretty. And one of my favorite things is playing with stencils, layered stencils, to create really fun background. So I like how this is. I actually saw that I had like a little smudge, a little mark from the, I don't know what happened there with like my holder, the magnet. And I was trying to buff that out with some more ink, but it's okay. It's going to get covered up anyway later with a few more little clouds. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm using the stamp set so that I can stamp the lighthouse with the little house. And I'm using VersaFine Claire's ink in black. I like their ink because it dries really quick, and I always get a crisp image. And I do like to do 2 or 3 inks just to make sure it's really dark. And I'm going to tape this down to the mat, the glass mat, just so it doesn't slip. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with the first stencil here, the color in the lighthouse. This is the one thing I love about Pinkfresh Studio, how they have the stamps with coordinating stencils, because it makes it so much easier. I do not like coloring each little individual image with markers. It's very time consuming, and this really helps make the card come together quickly. So I'm just using all my colors here to color in the images, and just being very careful what I'm doing here, because I don't want to put a color in the wrong spots. So I really wanted a little blue house, so I'm using the mint for that. Okay, and then I'm going to do the green for the grass or the bushes, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a little brown. And I just love this. And then, so as you can see, I dab the brush on the stencil, and then I just pull it from the stencil through the stencil, so that it doesn't get blotchy, and it looks really even with the blending. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut this out with my die cutting machine and my metal dies. So I'm going to trim this down a little bit because I only have so much space to work with my Scout. And then I'm going to go ahead and tape this down just so it doesn't move when I run it through the machine. And I'm going to do the same thing for the dies, because I didn't want to do all this work and blend the ink through to have it slip and make a mistake through the machine. So just to be safe, I always tape them down. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the fence. And that's all in one go. And I made a mistake here. I should have ran that down twice for the fence part, because the fence needed another go to get those dies to come out. So I ended up doing it again because I couldn't get the little slots to come out. So then if that happens, just try again. And so I just couldn't do it. So So I ended up just taking a minute to do that all over again. And this worked out better. And I'm just being very careful not to tear it. That's good. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and place the lighthouse here. I went back and forth whether or not I wanted to pop it up with some foam strips. In the end, I just decided I'm going to go ahead and glue it. I love this so much. I love the colors and how pretty the inks blended in the background. I'm going to go ahead and glue the fence here. So cute. I love this stamp set. I got it last year, never used it. And this was just a perfect opportunity to do something with it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp the sentiment on here. And this is the perfect little sentiment for the anniversary. So I'm going to just go with this. And it just says, I'll be by your side through every storm. And goodness, after 22 years, my husband and I have experienced quite a few. But we are still here and we are fighting for each other, and that's what matters. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this one. I'm using foam strips from Taylor Expression to pop this one here. And also the card base and the panels are also from Taylor Expression. It just makes my process for card making easy. And I don't have to measure anything out. I'm going to go ahead and add some glitter drops on here. I always have a hard time with these. I love them, but I never know where to put them. So I went back and forth on what to do here. And then in the end, I thought I'm just going to go ahead with the smaller one and just put 3 of them in a row. I like the pop-up orange. Then I'm going to just go ahead and put these down. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. And I'm being very careful not to squeeze too much because I've been known to squeeze too hard. And then I have a glob of glue all over the card. I love that. So pretty. Alright, so now I'm going to use Taylor Expression Wispy Grass die cut and the clouds. Just because I want to add some dimension to the card so it's not too flat. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and run this through. And then I'm going to use some green ink to color the grass. And then I'm going to add some shading on a cloud, one of the clouds, just to add some blue tint, just to give it some depth. And so I'm going to pop this out here. And I went through twice with this cut, just so it would come out easily. And then I'm just using the excess ink off my green brush to color the grass. I love that. I'm going to snip this, and I'm going to go ahead and snip this, and I'm going to use a foam strip adhesive, so instead of gluing it, I'm going to use these to pop it up. And these are also from Taylor Expressions. I'll make sure I include a link for all the products in the bottom in my description if you wanted to check it out and shop through my affiliate link. Alright, I love this so much. Okay, I'm going to glue this first one down in the background. I just wanted some more clouds and to kind of cover up that mess I made at the corner. You can't really see it. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop this cloud up with foam strips and pop it right there, and look at that. I just love this so much. I hope you found this inspiring. Here are the inks that I use for this card. Those are all the inks I use. I used the A2 card panels and the card base from Taylor Expressions. I used the Pinkfresh Studios Guiding Light stencil, the metal dies, and the stamp set. Those are all the products I used here. And then I also used the metal dies from Taylor Expression, the clouds and the grass, the brushes from Stamp Market. I got the glue here, and I'm using my pickup tool. It makes it easy to place the gem. There's my die from Taylor Expressions, and my clouds here as well. Also, I have some foam strips. The bigger foam strips I'm not showing. That's from Taylor Expressions that I popped the card panel on the base with. But there's my card. There's the blanks that I use, okay, some of those. And if you like this video, please check out the other cards I made in my playlist. Take care.